Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and thanks for supporting me thus far. And just remember that the information is going to do nothing but get better and better. Again, the information is going to do nothing but get better and better. Today I want to talk about 3 reasons you need to know your credit score. One reason you want to know your credit score before going to buy a car, because you do not want to be taken advantage of. When you go into a dealership, whether you have good credit, bad credit, no credit, doesn't matter. You want to be armed to know your credit score. If dealers or salespeople know that you don't know and you're clueless, that just opens a lot of doors for you to get taken advantage of. Not me, of course, not me taking advantage of you, but that opens the door for dealers, salespeople, service advisors, anybody to take advantage of you. Right now we're talking about cars, but anybody at a dealership to take advantage of you, no matter whether you're in service, whether you're in sales, but right now we're talking about sales. So it's important to know your credit score, is because you don't want to be taken advantage of. Number 2 is when you're going to work numbers at the dealership and you have already picked out the car you wanted, whether it's new or used, and you are talking to your salesperson and you're telling them, I have $1,000 down, $1,500 down, or maybe you just have $0 down. You're putting no money down. And you're asking your salesperson, what would a monthly payment be on this particular vehicle that I'm interested in buying or leasing? The salesperson comes back and they give you a payment, and you say to the salesperson, well, what interest rate is that? And they come in and they say, well, 7.5 or 8%. You say, okay, it's 7% or 8%. That's what they're using because they don't know what you qualify for. So when you go into a dealership, when they work payments, they don't know what you qualify for, but they just take a rate that they use to quote payments, whether it's a low rate, high rate. But if you're armed with your credit score, which is number 2, then you will actually know. You can say, you know what? Okay, well, the interest rate, the payment that you gave me, the interest rate is 7.5 or 8%. Okay, but I know my credit score and I qualify for 1.9 or 2.5% interest. So I need you to give me a payment at 2.9 or 3.5 or whatever interest rate that you qualify for, whether it's 1.9, 2.5, 3.5, whatever interest rate you know that you qualify based on your 785 or 800 credit score, or even based on your 650 credit score or 680 credit score. So you ask that salesperson, work that payment at the interest rate that I know I qualify for. But you do that after they come back with payments for the interest rate that the dealership worked for you. Number 3 is when you have excellent credit, you have the ability and the know-how to tell the dealership or tell the finance manager that you only want them to send you to 2 banks or 3 banks to get you approved. Because when you have excellent credit, you can walk in and you can tell the finance manager what you want them to do. Why? It's because you have earned that right, because you have paid your bills on time, you have excellent credit, and you can go get what you want when you want it. And it doesn't matter how much you spend when it comes to buying a used car or buying a new car. But it's the ability that you have earned the right to tell someone or tell a finance manager how many banks you want to go to. So you tell them, I want to only go to 2 banks. I want you to get me approved through 2 banks. And that's it. And yes, that is a hard inquiry on your credit report. Now, if you have mid credit, your credit could be between, let's just say 625 or to that 685 or 700. Now, that's mid. That's in the middle. You tell that finance manager to send you to 4 or 5 banks. You still have the credibility to tell the finance manager where to send you, because you still have that ability to pay your bills. Now, if you have bad credit, no credit, and you file bankruptcy, you still have rights, but you cannot walk in and you cannot tell a finance manager, I'm worried about how many banks that you send me to. I only want you to send me to a couple banks. Well, guess what? The finance manager's job is to do what? Get you approved. When you have bad credit, bruised credit, their job is to get you approved. So they just click, and they may select 7 or 8 different banks or 9 banks because their job is to get you approved. So now they can handle with kid gloves if you have bad credit or boost credit. They can handle with kid gloves because they can look at the lender's guidelines and they can base trying to get you approved on their knowledge or their information, the information on your credit report, and just their background of knowledge of the banks that they're dealing with that deal with customers that have boost credit. Still have credibility. You still can suggest to the finance manager, but when you have bad credit, just look at it. The finance manager is looking to get you approved. So they're gonna send you to a lot of banks, and you're gonna have inquiries on your credit report. So I hope this video helps on 3 reasons to know your credit score. I forgot to tell you this, one quick tip. Before you go to the dealership and you're looking to find out what your credit score is, remember this. You can always get a copy of your credit score. You can always get your credit score. You get it for free or you can pay for it. You can get that credit score for free or you can pay for it. That's an option. That's how you get your credit score. All right, thanks for watching. And if you're browsing by my channel, don't forget to subscribe so you can get all the good information that I share on my videos from my 23 years being in the automobile business. All right, guys, see you in the next video.